right. Let's go ahead and get the chats pulled up. That. All right, I think we got all the chats set up. All right, now TikTok's going as well, so let's go ahead and get the random word and the Song Fight Archive going. Right, W-R-I-T-E. I feel like that one's come up before. Paperback writer, not going to happen. Marriage. It's the next random word. Nothing in the archive. Predator. All right, yeah, nothing on that one. Random word is moral. Songfight Archive, nope. Firefighter, I don't think that's going to be in the Songfight Archive. It is not. General, yeah, there we go. Generating another random word. It's interest. There is a word, interest. Interesting time. Okay, no, I think I may have written one with that title, but I'm not sure. Rumor. The rumor lives strong. Okay, there's our title. I'm pretty sure I've not written that title, any song with that title before. So, the rumor lives strong. It is. All right, let's maybe start with bass tonight. Oh yeah, because we're going to want to tune the guitar back up too. So maybe I will start with guitar just so I can tune it too. And hopefully not break any strings. Probably an E flat there. Just keep it really simple tonight, and that'll be the my four chord song. Not quite 4 chords. We'll throw in a couple of other little things there, though. That's probably the chorus, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that works. All right. Let's do the thing then. Record intro. That's a verse. knockout drums. Alright, and we need a 4-bar intro. Go. I'm glad you're digging it, Tiston. Hello. All right. The final Sunday. 1 week to go. This time next week, I will not be doing this. I accidentally just saved that as a template. Oh, well, I guess it's not going to matter for many more days anyway. That was still an oops, but not a bad oops. The rumor is strong. All right. Let's see what we can do about this. Like, why isn't it going? 4-bar. Let's try that from the top. Where I gotta come back in with that. So far, so good, though. That's right. That's. Kick it back here. Damn it. That was a mistake. All right. We will kick their butts from here to France. It's true. I seem to remember that there was talk about whether or not saying hell was too much. Because it was considered a bad word at that point. Like in the area, in the era that was being kind of referenced. But you also got to remember that like Sonic and Genesis was a little more edgy. That was kind of almost the thought. It's like Nintendo's for kids. Like this is your big brother system, so we can say hell. Wasn't quite to like M-rated, PlayStation stuff yet, but it was coming closer. So I think there was discussion about it, and I think that was my reasoning, and it won out where I went with hell. I had considered heck, but it still seemed a bit too much. Yeah, Sega was just like that in the 90s. Exactly. Look at the advertisement. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. But it really was. It was meant to be like this is the older siblings console. Like, the cool kids, like the young kids will want to play it too. But Nintendo's for babies. Wasn't for the Saturn and Dreamcast, probably would have. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. I will say this as someone who was born at that time. Dreamcast was interesting, but on the day that the Dreamcast was released, the PS2 was announced. And there's a piece of that does not get mentioned very often that I think was crucial to the PS2. There was the backwards compatibility that was announced, but the big sell, including for people like me, was it had a DVD player built into it. People did not have DVD players yet. So this was a way, exactly. You don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but it was very much a key factor that not only was it you could play your PS1 games in it, you could play your PS2 games in it, and you could play DVDs in it. Or you can get this Dreamcast that you're only going to be able to play Dreamcast games, and so you're starting all over with discs and controllers and memory cards and all that. You're starting from scratch. You've got nothing else to play. Where if you had a Sony collection, there's a bunch of games you can play on this system right off the bat, and DVD movies. It was pretty much a no-brainer. Like, people at that point were like, I'd rather have nothing for Christmas and just wait for a PS2 rather than get a Dreamcast, even with them cutting the Dreamcast down. But you're right about the fact that, like, the Saturn, they burned bridges where EA was like, yeah, we're not going to bother making, if you're not going to support your hardware, we're not going to bother making new games for your system either. That was definitely also a factor. My understanding is that the head of Sega's, one of the people that was in charge of like media stuff for Sega was fired on the day that the Dreamcast was released. Like the head of marketing, or like the head of like one of the heads of Sega that was in charge of press conference stuff and everything was fired on the day that the Dreamcast was released. And I have to wonder if the PS2 was like PS2 being released was part of that. I can't even tell you who the person was, but yeah, first PS2 game was Vice City. I saw my dad use cheats to drive a car in the water. That's pretty wild. Yeah, despite it being the least capable power of its generation, that was the sell. LOL. There you go. And that was exactly right. Yeah, the fact that it was the cheapest DVD player on the market and you had the backwards compatibility, like, dude, that sold it for a lot of people, including myself. Vice City was pretty great, but you had Grand Theft Auto 3 before that, and in the beginning it was it was more like games like Fantavision and like it was pretty basic in the beginning. But PS2 ended up having one of the greatest libraries in the history of gaming. Like if you look at the releases that came out for that, it's a contender for one of the best ever as far as the games that were released on it that were exclusives or just available for it. What would Captain S do in GTA? That's tough to say, but I don't think that I don't. I was going to say I don't think the GTA games came out on the Dreamcast, but that's not true because I want to say GTA 2 may have come out actually on the Dreamcast, but that was more the top down. That was long before GTA 3 even. All right, but let's see what I can do about some bass here. Yeah, and that's just it. That Captain S didn't even get to I think they were hinting at Saturn at the end of it, but yeah, they definitely didn't get to the Dreamcast. Do better. That was a good start, though. I realized what I made the mistake there. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay. I wasn't sure about the hits there. Yeah, and the Saturn we thought was pretty cool at the time with ones like Clockwork Knight and Bug 2. D is the first time, funny enough, it's funny you should mention the Saturn with that. At a thrift store today, I found this today. And this was a game that we played on the Saturn and enjoyed, was the first D. and it's 2 discs. This is the CD-ROM version of it, but I found that for $1 at a thrift store today. And ultimately, it doesn't hold up super well, but for the time, the graphics seemed mind-blowing, and there are still interesting things about that game to this day, where you have to beat it in a 2-hour. You have 2 hours to beat it from the time that you start it up. If 2 hours passes, game over. You lose. So you have to play it in one continuous sitting. The movement is very slow. It was like an attempt to really make like a 3D environment. And there were things about it that make it an interesting game, I think. But in many ways, like, people now, if they didn't grow up with it, it's pretty primitive. Yeah. Well, I think there are some things that you can do for the speedrun scene for that one. I think there are things that you can do that are shortcuts that actually make it interesting. But a lot of it would be sitting there and like, come on, you're moving so slow. If there is a speedrun scene. But I imagine there might be. Okay. I'm overthinking this. Let's do a little better here. That's not bad up to that point. I think up to there. get by with this right here. Now, it would be really hilarious if the game D had a speedrun community, because of the fact that one of the whole points that people have with that is that the character Laura is so slow. So it would be a speed run, would still involve a character that's going clip, move, move, move. Like, that's how fast she's walking through. So it would be like speed walking. Speed walking, I guess. You're still walking, even if you're playing it as fast as you can. Okay, and then what do I do here? Yeah, I just gotta do that. Okay. Yeah, I think there was a number of people on the Sega that felt burned by the fact that it's like, you're asking us to buy the 32X, you're asking us to buy the Sega CD, you're asking us to buy the Saturn, and now you're asking us to buy the Dreamcast, and we just bought a Saturn. And that was ultimately what EA's thing was specifically, too, where they were like, you're not even going to support your own systems, we're sure as hell not going to support them. And so they made a Madden game for it, but then they said, yeah, we're done. We're not making games for your system anymore. So on the Saturn specifically. And that's where you get the 2K games for the Dreamcast, because you didn't get Madden. You didn't get the EA sports titles on there. So Sega had to create their own. And it's funny because the 2K series is still happening even now. want to do that little slight difference already, though. Where we had a friend who owned a Saturn, there were some other ones that I remember playing that we enjoyed at the time, that if you look back on them, they're not particularly great, but at the time we thought they were pretty cool. D was one of them. That was on the PlayStation as well. Valora Valley Golf is still one of my favorite golf titles. There was the Pebble Beach Golf on there too, but the Valora Valley Golf was completely ridiculous. And the same course was put out on a game called Wicked 18. So like one of the courses had lava, one had like a field full of 10-foot poles that you had to hit the balls through. It was wacky golf basically. That was fun. And Mansion of Hidden Souls, which there was also a Mansion of Hidden Souls game on the Sega CD, but it's not the same. It's same premise, not the same game. It's kind of, the one's kind of a sequel of the other, but not quite. It's weird. Yeah, the Saturn just didn't even have much of a chance to be a thing. Backwards. got to cut in the right spot. Should be it right there. Alright, let's do a solo because I'm lazy and don't want to have to write lyrics. That might be it. Real simple. When you do a simple thing like that, it makes it easier to do good harmonies. was it. All right, let's do the thing. We are going to want to export all of this. All right, we're exporting. All right. Let's pull everything up into the other software, and we are what, an hour and 16 minutes into it. Very much into single digits now. Yeah, of course. Of course it does. I didn't even ask it to do anything too crazy. I just wanted to import files, but it didn't like that. All right. Here goes nada. We'll go ahead and pull up the template. And we'll save it. Guitar 1, guitar 2, and all right. Intro. chorus, I think, here. Pull this up. Let's do the chorus for the whole song. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives on. I'm going to do a little better, but that is definitely the right idea here. Let's try one more time. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives on. I'm going to do a little better than that, I think. Hopefully. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives on. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives on. Live strong, that's right. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. I'm going to do the first one again. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. And we're going to do the same here. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong, even when it's been disproved. The lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives on. And we're going to hit up the low harmony. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives on. I keep on saying the rumor lives on, but the title is The Rumor Lives Strong. You got to stick with that. Got to stick with that. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. All right, let's do this one. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. And here we go for this. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. I said on that, and that's part of my problem here. I gotta make sure I get. So it is the last time. I could just do The Rumor Lives On, but I was already rhyming it with on, so let's not. The rumor lives strong. We want to make sure that first note is the rumor lives strong. All right, let's do that for the last thing. The rumor lives strong. And then we're going to do a third harmony on that one. The light goes on and on. 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 The rumor lives strong, even when it's been disproved. The lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. It's been disproved. The lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong, even when it's been disproved. The lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. All right, let's do, I guess it's going to be 2 verses, 2 pre-choruses, and that's it. All right. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on, even though it is not true. The rumor lives strong. Even when it's been disproved. Even when even when it's been disproved, the lie. Let's do this. It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. It can range from barely tame to lots of damage done. It can range from fairly tame It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. Even when it's been disproved, like even when it's been, it can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. Even when it's been. I'll come back to that. go. A lie is a lie. A lie is a lie. No matter the intention. That'll be good. A lie is a lie. No matter the intention. A pound of the cure. An ounce of prevention. There. I think that's strong. Probably 6 syllables. Deception. Okay, one more line. Yeah, I'm one line away from the second verse being done. Live strong. Live strong. There it is. All right, I'll knock this out, and I think I need one more pre-chorus, and we're done. And it's an hour and 52 minutes in. All right, so let's do this second verse. There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention. Got to do that where it matches the chord better. There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention, intent to mislead, and stacking up deceptions. Okay, that's that. And we'll harmonize with it. Down up the sleep. That'll sound good if I go there. I don't think I'm going to bother doing a third vocal. I think just a harmony vocal here will be good. There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention, intent to mislead, and stacking up. Oh, that was close. We'll do better. There's more up the sleeve, more untruth, more There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention. There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention, intent to mislead, and stacking up deceptions. There it is. There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention. So one more pre-chorus and we're done. Intent to mislead, and stacking up deceptions. Let me revisit the first pre-chorus to get the melody for the pre-chorus a little more solid in my brain. It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. Okay. This is writing itself. There it is. That one wrote itself. That one wrote itself. All right, so we're gonna, and the original pre-chorus. It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. There's not enough real space there to rhyme. But the second pre-chorus will rhyme with the first pre-chorus. And that'll just be, like, people may notice it, they may not, but it's a nice little extra thing that's in there if they do notice. To be frank, I can assure you it's not all in fun. All right, and we're going to harmonize. To be frank, To be frank, I can assure you it's not all in fun. And I think just the two there too. But there'll be a third. There's the third harmony. Third vocal, not third harmony, but the third vocal that comes in towards the end. And I think it'll be good, just like it is. Deceptions. To be frank, I can assure you it's not all in fun. Even when it's been disproved, the line goes on and on. Even though it is not true, the rumor lives strong. I think that's going to do it here. So what we will do is mix this down, throw it into the mastering software, and be done under 2 hours. 1 hour, 57 minutes. And I'll have it up on the Bandcamp and all that. So this is day 25 of writing and recording a song every day in January for this year. Been doing this since January 1st of 2019. So it's something, we're not quite up to day 250, but it's not far off. 200, it's 31 days times 7 years is 217 songs plus 25. They're not all winners. 242. This is song number 242. They are not all winners, but it's a fun exercise, good practice. Some of the songs actually end up being decent. All right. So we're going to take that, what I just mixed down, go into the mastering software, pull up the file. Gonna have a completed song here any moment now. So let's go with this here, Waves, and The Rumor Lives Strong, and here we go. Completed song. Much, Skyman, I appreciate that. A lie is a lie, no matter the intention. A pound of the cure, an ounce of prevention. It can range from fairly tame to lots of damage done. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on. Even though it is not true, the rumor lives strong. There's more up the sleeve, more untruths to mention, intent to mislead, and stacking up deceptions. To be frank, I can assure you it's not all in fun. Even when it's been disproved, the lie goes on and on. Even though it is not true, the rumor lives strong. I kept the chorus 4 chords for the most part, and that probably helps for anything as far as it being a little more catchy, because I used the real basic just E minor 7, D, that's like an A of some sort, C, and then, but it's mostly the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4 chord chorus with a couple of transitional chords thrown in there. That's ultimately what the chord structure is. But then we throw back to the D here. Yeah. So 4 chords, but the occasional transitional chord thrown in there just to make it a little more interesting, so it's not just the 4 chords. So, all right, there we go. Day 25 in the books. And so, yeah, I guess 31 minus 25, right? 6 more of these. 6 more of these. So Sunday of next week will be my first day off this year where I'm not doing Jamuary. And yeah, it would probably work acoustically. You're right on that. Yeah, sounds like one you could just jam out at a moment's notice. I will say that is one of the advantages to writing one where if you look at what I just wrote for lyrics, it's not a lot of lyrics there. And that kind of works to the advantage, and I'll show to both crowds here. That's the final written lyrics there. And should be, you're going to see it on a real small screen, but you'll see. There's not a lot of words. A lie is a lie, no matter the intention. A pound of the cure, an ounce of prevention. That's a very short verse to memorize, which is nice. If you are performing it live, just not having to remember as many words is handy. So, yeah. There you go. All right. Calling it for the night. 6 more of these to go. Thanks for sticking around. Mucho appreciato.